Ivory Coast just had to step in to rescue its cocoa market. So are Ghana's new reforms a reaction or them reading the signs before it hits? Exporters in Ivory Coast hesitated to buy at the government's fixed farm gate price after cocoa eased from historic highs seen in recent seasons. Prices softened as traders reassessed harvest forecasts and demand adjusted after extreme spikes. Not because West Africa lost dominance, but because exporters pulled back, unsold volumes built up, and farmers faced delays in getting paid. The state stepped back in to absorb shock and stabilize the system, and that is reactive intervention. The imbalance had already surfaced. Now look at Ghana. Cocoa is one of Ghana's biggest sources of dollar earnings. When cocoa shakes, the city feels it. In recent seasons, output has fallen due to disease, illegal farming, and aging farms. Cocoa bod usually raises about $1 to $1.5 billion most years in syndicated loans to pre-finance purchases, and higher global interest rates have made that debt more expensive. Reports of mounting debt pressures and tighter cash flow show how exposed the system has become. Because cocoa underpins foreign exchange, instability flows into currency pressure and inflation. Against that backdrop, Ghana is tightening gate rules, adjusting farm gate pricing, and cutting cocoa bod salaries. Unlike Ivory Coast, Ghana appears to be moving before a visible stockpile crisis forces emergency action. That looks less like panic and more like early adjustment. If Ghana is watching what's happening next door and acting sooner, that's not weakness, that is learning. That is data collection. But here is the human layer. If farm gate prices are squeezed, farmers earn less. If prices are set too high and exporters hesitate, farmers wait to get paid. Either way, it's them that absorb the first shock. Safeguarding them during this transition means predictable pricing, faster payments, investment in high-yielding trees, and protection from disease and illegal mining. And this is where the bigger ambition comes in. Ghana's president has spoken about reducing raw cocoa exports and expanding local processing. The global chocolate market is worth well over $120 billion a year, yet most of the final retail margin sits with multinational brands abroad that control processing, branding, and supermarket shelves. So, is this short-term protection or the first step towards real industrial change? Let's talk in the comment section. What are your thoughts, guys?